All right, here we are, guys, back for hole number 3. Now, what you might want for this hole is maybe just a little bit more of a power ball. Might make it a little bit easier for this tee shot. And what I'm thinking about is, if at all, you can bring a backbone or a Saturn instead of a backbone, it might make things a little bit easier. Having that little bit of extra backspin could be clutch. So we're going to try it, because I know it's very hard to play this hole with backbone side spin or backspin, and being able to get this to run out towards the hole. So I'm going to try it a little bit different. I've been wondering, how this works, and maybe from the rookie tees is the way that it's ideal to try to see how it works here. So what I'm going to try to do, first off, I think I can come down to a Quasar ball, so that's what I'm going to do. Should be able to go relatively close to full power, very, very close. So I might just come off of it just a little bit, just to kind of focus in on a little bit more accuracy. It's leaning a little bit. Hopefully it's good. Yep, it looks good. As I mentioned, it looks like I definitely can blast it as hard as possible. I'm still going to be at a long iron approach no matter what I do. So ideally, and you can see even with a extra mile 3, you'll still be able to kind of duplicate my shot, more or less. You might be 20 yards behind me, 30 yards behind me. However, it's really not going to change the outcome of the way that you go about doing it. It might just be just a little bit more beneficial for you to use, for instance, a Titan ball. Just in case you get in between here, long iron and wood, and want to make sure that you get to the long iron. Just something to think about. Whoa, wow. So look how close I am. So they definitely are going to have to do a wood. So I'm going to pretty much... Let's just take a look at here. Here, this is kind of brings up what I was mentioning about the spin. So I'm going to try to do this with very little power and try to land right in the vicinity of about here. As I mentioned, very little power, and just come over here for that little bit of ring play. Somewhere maybe right in here. I'd be a little bit more comfortable with a Titan ball, so this is probably the last time I'm going to use a Quasar. But let's just see how this comes in. I want to see if I can get it to... doesn't look like it. So it comes back a little bit, but you're probably going to need 100 backspin to get that back up into the hole. So I did, I was trying to do that a little bit, see if it would come back, and it doesn't appear that at 72 it's enough. So probably is at 100. You can probably get that to back up all the way to the hole, which will give you a very makeable shot. So let's take a look at this. My opponent has a big dog here. Much safer to do that this way with the Goliath. Barring that you hit perfect ball, or if you're going to great ball to the right. So here you can see, comes up the hole. It probably might make it back to the hole if you do it correctly using that backstop. But it's going to be a very, very low percentage shot. Not something that I technically recommend, but something that's doable. So good luck with this third hole, guys, and I'll see you guys for hole 4 coming up.